6 months locked. Take one. So it has officially been 6 months. I am at half a year since I started locking my hair. I can't believe it's 6 months already. But yeah, it's been a good journey so far. A few things have definitely changed this month as compared to last month. I'm actually training for a 10K right now. And so because of that, I'm working out a lot more than I usually do. And so to make sure that my scalp, which is always my top priority with my locks, with my hair in general, to make sure that my scalp is staying as clean as possible and healthy, I decided to just switch to Head and Shoulders, just because while it is a little bit harsher on my overall hair, and Head and Shoulders tends to dry out my hair a little bit, while it is overall harsher, I don't have to wash my hair as often when I use it. So now that I'm working out consistently and sweating a lot and things like that, Head and Shoulders really is something that I'll probably be using for the foreseeable future, just to keep my scalp in check and balanced and, break down buildup and all of that. The second thing is that I started using rosemary oil in my hair. So now with my what I do daily is I moisturize my scalp after I get out the shower using water from my shower head, because it is the cleanest water I have, because I purchased a water filter for my shower head. So I put a little bit of that into a spray bottle, and then I also put about 10 drops of rosemary oil, and then a little bit of my rose water as well. Shake it up, and I concentrate that mixture to my scalp and really massage that into my scalp. If I feel like I need to follow up with anything, especially now that it's getting drier and drier here in Texas, it's not necessarily getting colder, but it's getting drier. I'll take a little bit of apricot oil, which is a very light absorbent oil for the scalp. I'll take a little bit of that and work it into my scalp. As far as the rest of my hair, after I wash my hair usually and moisturize and all of that, I will put coconut oil on the rest of my hair, but not on my scalp because it's a little too much for my scalp. Those are the two main things that have changed this month. As far as my locks are concerned. Something else that I'm noticing just in the process is, I'm covering the ears almost now, y'all. Something I'm still doing is I'm not touching up the back as much. The back and all of the sides are pretty much at a 2-month schedule. So I'm not gonna touch them up this month, I'll touch them up next month. But the top, I'm still keeping at a month. I haven't touched it up yet, but I will. It is getting better though. I'm noticing that it's been a month, and while I do have new growth, slowly but surely the new growth is starting to grow more and more into the specific locks that they belong to. That's really cool, because that was something that was really bothering me in the beginning of the journey, going through to now. And then just overall, so it's officially been a year since I shaved my head as well, and remembering where I was at that point, it was that while I was proud of my hair and how I had grown it out and how healthy it was, I was also a little frustrated because I could feel myself starting to, devote so much time to my hair that I didn't feel like it was necessary, and devoting so much time to just the aesthetic of my hair and not the health. I feel like it's one thing to take care of yourself and have have rituals in the pact of like just taking better care of yourself. But I felt like with my loose natural hair, I was really starting to get into the realm of, I don't want to say vanity because that's too strong of a term, but just like I was taking it too seriously. Like I was like, I don't like that I'm spending so much time on this, I went back to being natural because I wanted to save money and save time and, embrace what my hair naturally does. And so when I became a loose natural, I feel like I kind of segued and got away from that. And so that, I think, was what prompted me shaving my head, to kind of liberate me of just all of it in general, because I knew I couldn't make a clean break. And then in shaving my head, I think I began to realize, like, I had it right the first time with, I transitioned to being natural, having locks, with my first set of locks. So shaving my head was really a crucial point for me to realize, I was right before. Like when I was younger, I was right. Having locks is what works best for me. I feel like with having locks, at least now with this journey too, it really isn't about the aesthetics for me anymore as much as it is about just the health of my hair and just having healthy hair and building a regimen, building rituals around that goal rather than aesthetically I want this. So it's been really cool to get back into that and to feel that way. I feel like I'm being more true to myself. For some people, I think having locks, you bring to it, into it whatever you want to bring to it. I think some people it purely is an aesthetic thing and like whatever. But for me, I do really consider it I do consider it a journey, and I do consider it part of my overall, I guess, like spiritual growth, if you will. Not to get too philosophical about hair. In the comments below, let me know if you have started locks and if you are on a lock journey right now. I would also be curious to know if you have a YouTube channel as well, because now that I do have locks and it's been a while, I find myself now combing through YouTube looking for other locked people to follow and see what they're up to and what their regimens are like, getting tips and tricks on how to better maintain the health of my locks as well. And I will see you when I see you. Don't forget to start your week with me. I push out new videos every Monday at noon Central Time, and make sure to follow me on social media so you can stay in tune with everything I've got going on.